Hello, my Juicy co-creators. Lilu here. I'm in beautiful London on the Juicy Living Tour England, and I decided to start this journey with the wonderful and New York Times bestselling author Sonia Choquette. Hello.
Hi, Lilu. Hi, Juicy co-creators.
And I wanted to do this video. We just did one on intuition, and I was really interested to do one about manifesting with ease and the law of attraction.
Yes. Well, I think that the most difficult thing about manifesting with ease is to believe you can. And so I always encourage people to start by recognizing and starting to name what they've already manifested. So start with all the good things you've already manifested, the things you love, the things in your life that have worked, because it's not that you don't know how to manifest, you just need to learn to dial it in and be a little more consistent. You just have to learn how to start recognizing, I already know how to do this. I've done it. I've already had successes. I've already had wonderful things. And then realize that it started with desire. At some point, you have to really desire something enough that you're willing to do everything to make that happen. And that is like the spark that gets the whole creative process moving. So think about the things you've already created and how much you desired them. Mm-hmm. A job, a trip, a house, a new pair of shoes. At some point, there was an intention. Desire will then leap to intention. It's like, I want that.
So it's not just knowing that we want it, but it's also like injecting it with hard desires.
Feeling. You won't create anything up here, ever. Creating comes from the heart and the belly. And just thinking about it is only going to create frustration. It's like window shopping. You kind of go, and you can't, you see it, you think about it, but you can't connect. So you have to start connecting on a feeling basis. And one of the ways to do that is to get examples. Start looking for examples of people or situations that really do reflect your success, like what you want. So just say you want a new pair of shoes and you can't afford them. Go try them on anyway. Go keep trying them on with the idea that these are mine. This belongs to me. I look good in this. Don't I look good in this? Don't I? With a relationship, think about, I would feel good in a relationship. I would love to have that and get that feeling nature going. It's like the fire in the fireplace. If you're trying to create from your head and there's no fire in your fireplace, in your feeling center, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah. But there is those intentions or those things that we want, and there is more or less pressure about them. Like a boyfriend, for example, or a girlfriend, or it's different than a pair of shoes.
Well, start with a pair of shoes, because if it's too far out there, then you're not going to feel it. So first start with little successes. Just take 2, 3, 4 days to practice little successes, like saying, I would love that cup of coffee at Starbucks. I would really love that. I'm going to have that. I would really love to try that new pair of shoes and see if that's going to work for me. That gets the feeling energy going that you can create what you want. You begin to believe it. The other thing I recognize that is not often brought up in manifestation is you create better with support. Mm-hmm. So you have to believe it. And so principle number 2 in my Heart's Desire book is gain the support of your subconscious mind. But I like to cut that principle in half and just gain support. Yeah. So start surrounding yourself with people who will say to you, oh, your love life, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your heart's desire is going to have such a treasure in you. That whoever is coming, and I feel it happening, they're going to have such a gift in being with you. Mm-hmm. And have conversations that really reflect what a treasure you are. So it's not rather that you're going after the treasure. You can feel the treasure of your love life seeking like a heat-seeking missile looking for you, because you're the pot of gold. And you are the one that brings someone. Finding you is going to really have a wonderful experience in being with you. You have to, claim your dreams. Speak confidently about yourself. And every day talk about what you love about your spirit. Mm-hmm. because relationships and soulmates and all of that are spirit-to-spirit connections. And there is no way that you're not going to be found by the spirit looking for you. So what you need to do is see that fireplace of who you are, that fire of bright light of who you are, and feed that fire by saying, I love. What do you love about yourself? So, for example, what do you love about yourself?
My eyes.
And what else?
That I'm bubbly and I just go for it.
What else?
That I'm dynamic and full of energy.
Yes, and what else?
That I love people and connect.
Yeah, and what else?
That I interview and I meet great people like you.
See what's happening in you? Look at your smile and your
I'm turning red though.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's part of the fire. That's part of the fire that you let your spirit be seen. That's how you attract. So rather than looking out here for who's going to find me, just keep feeding the fire of your own gorgeous spirit. I love my sense of humor and my courage, and I love my sense of humor and my style, and I love my sense of adventurousness, and I love my sense of grounding, and that I really, really see people for who they are. Now, who's going to miss that?
Yes. So we're shining it from inside. And that attracts.
And that's what attracts. You're not going after. The more you stay grounded in your own spirit, in your body, in your beingness, loving who you are, and knowing that anybody connecting to you is going to love that too, that'll attract really fast. So this is the super psychic highway to manifestation. Let's not even do it the ordinary way. Just every day say 100 things you love about yourself. That's claiming your dream. That's I love that. My soulmate, my heart's desire is going to love that too, and is looking for that. Every time you claim your dream, it gives it a heartbeat. Whatever you want, the more you are loving you and what you want, the more it has a heartbeat of its own. It's like a plant growing. It takes off without you having to manage everything. And that is a tool that there's a couple things. Gain support. Have your friends tell you what they love about you. Have your conversations be about what you love in life and what you love in general and what you love about yourself. Be a frequency of positivity and love. Everything you want and more than you know that you want will find you.
That's something I would love to talk to you about, because we know so much, but there's such a bigger intelligence and so much more force and beautiful things that are waiting for us. So do we just surrender to it and are magnificent and let things unfold, or do we also declare and speak out loud our intention? What is the right balance in all of that?
What I say to my students is, even, the word love, then you get worried, maybe I won't find it. And same with the word create. The minute I say create to my students, I can see and feel in their energy that they get anxious because they're not sure they can. They might fail. So they're afraid to name it even. So what I ask them is, what would you love to experience next? What would you love to experience next? And then they know it. Then they can start. I would love to experience affection. I would love to experience grounded support. I would love to experience going to work and feeling really good. I would love to experience having surprises come to my doorstep that are really generous and fun. And I would love to experience travel. And one of the reasons people don't create very comfortably is their imaginations are turned off.
Yeah. Or too much other people's imagination and messages through publicity, and we're bombarded by that. So we're dreaming somebody else's dream.
Nightmare. Someone else's nightmare. So
and it's empty.
And really, there's no fire in that. So if someone is a downer, walk away. If you're addicted to negativity, then that's what you're going to get. So turn off the TV, start reading funny books, watch funny television shows, go and see funny movies, because laughter is the language of the heart and laughter is the language of God. And the more you're laughing and the more your heart is open, the more quickly you'll attract your heart's desire. So there's nothing about managing out here. It's just building the fire of your own beautiful spirit inside. And believe me, nothing is more attractive than that.
Same thing for life purpose.
Same thing. Life purpose is, people ask me all the time, what's your purpose in life? And I say, what do you love? What do you love?
Connecting and sharing that. I love traveling.
And what else?
And growing and connecting and loving people and just receiving, sharing that the beautiful self that people expose.
See, now as I ask you, you start beginning to build the fire. So purpose in life is really just asking, have that conversation with your friends. And what else? And what else? And what else do you love? And what else do you love? And what else do you love? And in about 3 minutes, you are going to be such a beam and a beacon of positivity and light. You're going to be like the New York Times Rockefeller Center beacon of light, and nothing you want will miss you. It'll all come to you, and better than you can imagine.
Yes. And as we pursue that, self-doubt, challenges come up.
You know what? Just say, it's not for me.
Not for me, not today.
Yeah, say, not today, that's not for me today. And say it out loud. Oh, I'm afraid, not for me. No, not today. Yeah. Not right in this moment.
Yeah. Speaking it out loud does something, doesn't it?
Well, I do have another tool that I really love. If self-doubt and negativity are really causing a problem, then here's a wonderful tool. Do you want to do it with me?
Sure, let's do it.
What are you afraid of?
Not to be loved.
And what else?
To be afraid of, I don't know, not getting it.
Good, and what else? What else do you fear?
Being rejected.
And look around. What do you see right now?
Beautiful, loving eyes of your daughter, for example.
Okay, and what else are you afraid of?
Putting on weight.
And what else?
Not sleeping well.
And what do you see right now? Right in front of you right now.
Aliveness.
And are you afraid right now?
No. Not in that moment.
Yeah, you just emptied the garbage.
Okay. So you have to empty it
What you do
out?
is you say your fears, but then you anchor. What do you see right in front of you? And right in front of you, if you still feel fear, then keep saying it, and then come back to what's right in front of you. And
Even like a chair or...
I see my cup of coffee at Starbucks. I see my muffin that I'm going to eat when we're done. I see a lamp. I see my own beautiful daughter and my wonderful, wonderful best friend. But say your fears, and it's not fear that stops you. It's hiding fear that stops you. It consumes you and possesses you, and it takes away all your dynamic spirit vitality. So just when you look at fear, you name it, it disappears.
Awesome. Let's get rid of fear right now. Up.
You name it. You name it. I'm afraid I'm having a bad hair day. And what else? I'm afraid that I'm going to miss my train. And what else? And I'm afraid of...
No more fear.
Nothing. Nothing. And so when you empty the garbage and you get to that point where you don't have any more fear in that moment, and say, and this is what I would love to experience next. That this conversation reaches 1 million people. I would love that.
I would love that.
And then you let it go. And that's how you manifest.
Yeah. So the letting go.
Super psychic. Yeah, and then you let it go.
Yeah. That's a big one.
See, here's the thing. Your job in manifesting is the what, and God's job is the how. So the minute you get into the how, you don't mind your own business. Mm-hmm. Your business is the what, and the universe is the how. Mm-hmm. If you manage the how, then you're only using what you know, and let's face it, we don't know very much.
So true.
So let's not bother with what we don't know. Mm-hmm. This the what. Easy.
Let's get on it.
Yeah, let's get on it.
Thank you.
And the other thing, just quickly and finally, is talk about your wonderful creations. Mm-hmm. Isn't this a wonderful creation that we found ourselves here in London, having this gorgeous conversation? That's a good creation. Yes. I'm loving this creation.
Yes, me too.
Let that be your conversation. Mm-hmm. What's your good creation today? What are you loving that you've created today? And then you keep that frequency stable. And that alone will just dial out of doubt and fear. You won't feel it anymore.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much for, again, another beautiful video and interview with you. And I'm super excited that this video will be shared by 1 million people throughout the world.
Yes, it will. Oh.
1 million. 1,000,000. It will add another million.
Yeah, let's add it. And everybody who watches it, share it with someone else and tell them to share it with 10 other people and 10 other people so we can all be creating at the speed of love.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sonia.
Yay.
Much love. I'll see you in Paris.
Okay. Comes from the heart and the belly. And just thinking about it is only going to create frustration. It's like window shopping. You kind of go, and you can't. You see it. You think about it, but you can't connect. So you have to start connecting on a feeling basis. And one of the ways to do that is to get examples. Start looking for examples of people or situations that really do reflect your success, like what you want. So just say you want a new pair of shoes and you can't afford them. Go try them on anyway. Go.
Hello, my Juicy co-creators. Lilu here. I'm in beautiful London on the Juicy Living Tour England, and I decided to start this journey with the wonderful and New York Times best-selling author Sonia Choquette. Hello.
Hi, Lilu. Hi, Juicy co-creators.
And I wanted to do this video. We just did one on intuition, and I was really interested to do one about manifesting with ease and the law of attraction.
Yes. Well, I think that the most difficult thing about manifesting with ease is to believe you can. And so I always encourage people to start by recognizing and starting to name what they've already manifested. So start with all the good things you've already manifested, the things you love, the things in your life that have worked, because it's not that you don't know how to manifest, you just need to learn to dial it in and be a little more consistent. You know, just have to learn how to start recognizing, I already know how to do this. I've done it. I've already had successes. I've already had wonderful things. And then realize that it started with desire. At some point, you have to really desire something enough that you're willing to do everything to make that happen. And that is like the spark that gets the whole creative process moving. So think about the things you've already created and how much you desired them. A job, a trip, a house, a new pair of shoes. At some point, there was an intention. Desire will then leap to intention. It's like, I want that.
So it's not just knowing that we want it, but it's also like injecting it with hard desires.
Feeling. You won't create anything up here, ever. Creating comes